but you can call me Roz.
The director is a genius, not even a minute in and already 3 cool tricks. Firstly, animated films almost always begin with a jolt. Something loud, scary, followed by a shift to a positive tone. It is done to shock the audience in the theater, hook their attention so they stay attached to the screen for the next hour and a half. Second trick, abrupt transition. Usually not done this way, but it leaves the viewer confused. What just happened? What's going on? I want to know. I'm curious. Third and most important trick, the story starts after the tragedy. We're not shown the setting, world building, Rozum's launch on the ship, the storm, and her washing up on the island. Instead, it jumps straight to Roz waking up. By the way, the storm just shown served as both the viewer's jolt and part of the plot. Not just a loud intro with a villain's HQ. The creators squeeze every second of the film for maximum impact.
Bonjour. Guten Tag. I am Rozum. Rozum always completes its task. Just ask.
They don't even have to figure out how to introduce characters. The concept helps. A commercial robot introduces itself anyway. But more subtle and important detail is Rozum's credo. She clearly says, "A Rozum always completes its task."
A Rozum always completes its task.
I am Rozum 7134.
The name Rozum 7134 is a direct reference to Karel Čapek's 1920 play Rozum's Universal Robots, the first use of the word robot. The previously mentioned storm still helps build the story.
Rozums are programmed for instant physical mimicry.
Rozum had to adapt and learn, a key part of her personality, or rather, her code.
Do you need assistance?
The animators clearly put a lot of thought into Rozum's design, movement, and functionality. Her features are mostly cartoonish, sacrificing logic for animation appeal, like how her tablet slides inside and closes even though there's a core inside. No logic, just fun. Reminds me of XJ9 from my life as a teenage robot. It also had this fun features. It's visually very entertaining. Every action is interesting to watch, like Iron Man suiting up. The visual style of the wild robot is excellent, stunning, delicious. Every frame is desktop wallpaper worthy. No need for more words. You can see it for yourself.
Activating learning mode.
These little screens contain full-on dialogue, partially deciphered. The animators paid attention to this.
Hey, do we know? Fresh or not fresh?
For your patience while I deciphered your language.
The story justifies talking animals through a solid premise, an AI-powered robot.
Did you secure a task in a place where nothing can communicate with you?
That's also what Universal Dynamics wants to steal at the end of the film.
The data you've amassed while on this island is priceless.
Rozum ejects animals from inside herself because that space holds important components. Rozum throws out an important component to put inside the animal.
Activating return transmitter.
This scene is packed with symbolism. First, the storm is the reason for Bright Bill's grief, just like it was for Rozum. It's because of a storm that Rozum ended up on the island, and it's also the storm that caused her to destroy Bright Bill's nest. Second, this is the very scene where we first see Rozum's artificial heart. They could have shown it at any time, but instead we see it during her first interaction with Bright Bill. Third, the analysis of Bright Bill's egg. This moment will pay off later in the story. Without Rozum, Bright Bill wouldn't have survived in the wild. And one more interesting detail, Rozum's interface shows no GPS signal, but solar charging is active.
Tips for planning your next vacation.
A brochure ad flashes by for just a second, yet it conveys the backstory of this world. The phrase, "more shoreline than ever," is a sarcastic and dystopian slogan. Expanding shorelines are a sign of rising sea levels, which we'll see more clearly as the film goes on.
Gosling is yours.
Negative.
Gosling's in print on the first thing they see, which would be you.
I do not have the programming to be a mother.
No one does. Taking care of him is your task now.
Task acquired.
The scene where Roz accepts the task of motherhood. Pay attention to the environment. The pink foliage resembles curtains. It's literally like a post-delivery hospital room. Here, Roz becomes a mother, while Pinktail plays the role of an experienced nurse.
You're lucky you just have one.
As a mother of 7.
6 babies. Eat, but yours needs to swim and fly.
Eat, swim, fly by fall.
The plot has a clear purpose and clear deadlines, just as it should be.
So need a replacement transmitter.
We run across another robot, we'll kill it and take its transmitter. We need to learn how things work on this island. We're just trying to survive.
Think clearly explains and shows the essence of the food chain and the wild. DreamWorks somehow stayed within censorship so that it wouldn't be too scary for kids. Though I'm a bit surprised, they literally showed a crow's severed head and exposed flesh. How did that get past the censors? I don't know.
I can teach him the way my mom taught me.
Swim!
Just between us, your Gosling, he isn't exactly normal. He's what they call a runt.
Key information that will flip our understanding of the story somewhere around the midpoint. We'll get there soon.
Who is that?
Spends every day trying to cut down the biggest tree. You're never gonna finish that!
An obvious setup for the finale.
0001.
Okay, that sucked. Gotta learn to make stuff up.
Gosling 0186. His numbering is out of sequence.
Tell him a story, but that's how kids need to feel safe and loved and all that junk. With a little Gosling, he was all alone.
Because the rest of his family was destroyed.
Not yet. There's this beautiful robot that happened to be sitting on, and when she finally sees you, she feels
Crushing obligation.
very lucky to be a mother.
Mama.
Worked. How do you tell a story about something you say you know nothing about?
Yeah, well, when you grow up without something, you spend a lot of time thinking about it.
People love foxes. They sneak them into every animated movie whenever possible. And in The Wild Robot, the nature of the fox is portrayed just as well as in Zootopia. Cunning? Check. Predator? Check. Everyone disliking foxes for those very traits? Also check. But then the film goes deeper, showing that the fox is more than that. He is vulnerable and wants to be loved, just like everyone else. All of that is revealed in the bedtime story scene. Brilliant.
Deer, a bear, porcupine, squirrel, turtle possum, otter.
Roz mimicked Mickey Mouse's iconic ears. A reference or a tribute? Actually, the opposite. DreamWorks stays true to its roots and pokes fun at Disney. Roz is imitating a turtle possum. Such an animal doesn't even exist in nature.
Conserve battery power, I must shut down until morning.
Fink waited until Roz fell asleep so he could get off the comfy bed and lie next to her. He doesn't want Roz to know about this.
They're me. I'm them.
You're it! You're that goose thing raised by that monster!
We have nothing in common with you.
The freak show is on the other side of the lake.
You don't belong here. Come on, fly away!
This scene confronts the main characters with the reality of their world. The director walks us through all the stages of growing up, from birth and childhood to full maturity and leadership. This is an important turning point. Speaking of turning points, Roz loses her right leg and the beaver crafts her a prosthetic. That's how Roz adds to her transformation into the wild robot.
Why do you attack me? Because you are a runt. You think that thing is your mother?
That thing killed your mother.
Oh, thanks.
The truth is revealed. It's still early to discuss it, but things are more complicated than they seem.
There was an accident.
Why didn't you tell me? We thought you were my family.
Did?
Is it just guilt? Is that why you did this?
I needed a task.
My real mom. They were my chance to be normal. You don't understand anything. You don't feel anything.
Because I was listening with a different part of myself.
Excellent conflict. On first viewing, it may seem shallow and too typical, like, you lied to me, I'm not talking to you. But Bright Bill has no idea how wrong he is.
They were my chance to be normal.
Had he grown up with a goose family, he wouldn't have turned out healthy. He was born weak.
Even if his whole family hadn't been killed, he probably wouldn't have lived very long.
Only with Roz's full care could he become a proper goose. Brightbill throws away the nest he slept in since he was little. Roz heads to a specific place, the site where she first awakened. Naturally, she'll find a clue there about the truth of who she is.
Universal Dine. Could this world get any better?
Here you go.
Line of helper robots. Solar power. Love by everyone.
Roz's backstory. This is who she was meant to be, the environment where she would have felt comfortable, where she was originally supposed to be. But due to a twist of fate, she ended up on the island and developed defects. Remind you of anyone? Brightbill has the same story. Turns out, their origins are the same, making them even more alike. Like mother, like son.
Processing that used to happen here, now coming more from here.
What task could possibly overwhelm the Alpha 113?
Alpha 113, a reference to the well-known animation Easter egg, a 113.
I have a kid.
You should not feel anything at all. Overrode your programming place, and you have become the wrong thing. That is where you belong.
One of the main themes of the Wild Robot is self-identity. Who am I? Everyone keeps telling Roz and Brightbill who they are and who they should be. But in the end, they listen to no one and find happiness. The same will happen with all the animals on the island. They'll go against their own nature. But there's something else about this movie, a special quality, one last, final great thing that I'll talk about at the very end.
Your life is not negotiable. You can fly away, and we can both go to where we belong. Rosm always completes its task.
The unfamiliar road could be the same place you get lost and find yourself. So far.
Roz is missing her shin. It's the grumpy beaver who crafts it for her, completing her transformation into a true wild robot. That squirrel constantly gets interrupted while trying to collect nuts for the winter. Definitely a reference to the squirrel from Ice Age. She even ends up frozen at one point.
I'm fine. Go again.
Roz's robo-blood is flowing. She sacrifices everything for her child, going against her programming and becoming a real mother.
You can't be up there with him.
And we'll find someone who can. We have a proposition.
But what loser did you dig up?
So you think Small Wings to be a disappointment?
Remember, there's nothing he can do that you can't.
The whole movie insists that Brightbill's small size is a disadvantage, but nature proves the opposite. There are birds, like the peregrine falcon, that fly with very small wings. Nature itself becomes the reason this runt learns to fly. They even manage to convince the falcon to train him, just like they once convinced Fink by bartering food using Roz's technology.
Longneck, one of the leaders of the coming migration. Say Brightbill is the most interesting among us, then.
When do you leave?
A week. Keep him in the air all day. First light to dusk, his feet cannot touch the ground.
Longneck is far more important than just a wise elder. He voices what the other geese are too afraid to say. Brightbill fascinates them. Longneck reminds them of a critical timer, the migration, and gives direct instructions on how to learn to fly like geese. And most importantly, Brightbill will one day take his place as migration leader. The special replaces the special. It couldn't be any other way.
His heart can pay the balance.
His heart is 48 millimeters.
And that's a solid fact. A goose's heart is about 40 to 60 millimeters long.
Don't give up!
Come on, kid. Get your butt back up in the air where it belongs!
The soundtrack of The Wild Robot is phenomenal. The song Kiss the Sky is beautiful. Director Chris Sanders previously worked on the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. You can definitely feel the vibe. Flying, freedom, epic music. And I've cracked his method. Sanders pairs grand, majestic music with small, personal plot moments. The friendship between a goose and a robot isn't a universe-shaking event. It's a quiet family story, but it's accompanied by massive orchestration. That contrast between intimacy and grandeur hits deep. Chris Sanders elevates simple emotions to epic heights. Flying on a Dragon was also epic, but at its heart, it was about the bond between a boy and a reptile. In The Wild Robot, the love of a goose for a hunk of metal is paired with orchestral scale. This builds to the film's most unique and powerful strength. One final great thing I'll reveal at the very end. Chris Sanders' cinematic formula? Decoded. Masterful.
Does he think he's coming with us?
The time has come again.
You realize that Fink is walking among geese and not attacking anyone. If he did, Brightbill could never migrate. Fink holds himself back for Brightbill.
This flight is a gift Roz has given you. You see any other geese here your size?
He's what they call a runt.
Accident that killed your family. Saved you. Funny how life works.
Longneck reshapes our understanding of the past. In the wild, the weak don't survive. But under Roz's care, Brightbill grew strong. All the story's conflicts and arcs are rooted in the laws of nature.
Thank you for looking after Brightbill.
Roz almost called Brightbill her child, but it's still too early, like when Shifu only started calling Poe by name after accepting him.
Go ahead, Panda. Show us what you can do.
You are.
Brightbill stopped calling Roz Mom when he learned the truth. They'll be a family again, after a certain point in the future.
Will you be here when I get back?
No. I'm glad you're going where you belong. Ready?
I guess I have to be.
Roz?
When a hero reaches their goal, it often stops mattering because the journey changed them alongside their goal. The task of teaching Brightbill to fly is complete. Now Roz is supposed to go to the humans where she belongs and Brightbill to the geese where he belongs. But the plot gently guides us to a subconscious realization. We and the main characters don't want that. So Roz runs after Brightbill, not toward home. The composer turns a simple farewell into a grand event using grand soundtrack. To the characters, it feels like the biggest moment of their lives.
How do you know if you love?
If you do, you should probably tell them.
What if it is too late? Task complete.
Robots should make clear, decisive choices, but Roz hesitates more and more. She activates the transmitter, but later changes her mind and returns to the island. Because of that, Universal Dynamics receives her coordinates and comes after her.
Distress signal received.
A bit of world lore is revealed. Ecological disasters caused sea level rise. The Golden Gate Bridge is now underwater, but the environment is so clean that whales swim nearby. The real brilliance lies in the story's smooth consistency. Roz was caught in a storm during spring, right when goslings hatch. 6 months later, they're mature and ready for migration. Then comes the winter chapter, perfectly timed with Roz's arc. And during the migration, we can see the outside world.
You're not afraid of them. Right now, our only chance is to be led out by someone that doesn't think like a goose.
Brightbill, take lead!
Here we go!
Brightbill's very flaw, the one that made the geese hate him, ends up saving everyone and earning him a place in the flock. We came to believe in something we never thought was possible at the beginning.
Brightbill!
Roz?
Roz!
Not sure what the technique is called, but it works excellent. Cut the action at its peak and switch to a calm scene. We stay fully engaged, even though the big action sequence has passed.
Roz?
Roz!
Fink didn't see Roz when she had her flashlight on, but spotted her instantly in darkness. That's a trait of the eyes of nocturnal predators. Easily blinded by bright light, but excellent in the dark.
Why are you awake?
It is bad out there.
Are others in danger? Why are you interested in eliminating everyone else from this island?
No one likes me?
Right now, we are their only chance.
Honestly, Fink's fox instincts are portrayed even better than in Zootopia. He uses his predator abilities not to kill, but to find and save. They save those who hate them, because it's the right thing to do.
He needs room for me and my stuff. Better.
Huh? Fine.
Symbolism. The oversized cabin was built because of Fink's greed and ego. In the end, those very traits saved everyone on the island, the same ones who hated those traits in him.
And if we can't keep it together in here, everyone... Y'all got one chance to see next spring because of her. All she's been trying to do is raise her kid, the little one that no one gave a chance. She risked everything to bring you here.
You all have instincts but sometimes, to survive, we must become more than we were programmed to be.
She's right. I will not harm anyone.
Do you know what really saved them all? Bright Bill's achievement. Roz inspired everyone to change their programming, their nature. But what made that believable?
The little one that no one gave a chance.
The reminder of Bright Bill. He went against his nature as a runt and learned to fly. All the animals saw it happen. That's why they believed and tried to change too. That's the key reason.
Without it, I rely on my solar surfaces and batteries.
Roz, what's going on?
I completed my task.
One of my favorite thematic resolutions, Roz uses solar power. So, in the stormy winter, she entered a kind of hibernation, like a real wild animal. A true wild robot.
Say that again?
She even wakes up at the exact time the migrating birds return. Everything fits perfectly. Who would have thought a robot with artificial intelligence could blend so seamlessly into the wilderness?
Brightbill! Let's hear it for Brightbill! Okay.
He is not our kind.
He found where he belongs.
Things we would never believe happen, and we believe in them completely.
I am Vaughn, Virtual Observational Neutralizing Troublesome Retrieval Authority.
The original cast of the wild robot is chosen perfectly. Lupita Nyong'o brings a quiet warmth and emotional depth to Roz. Her voice captures the delicate balance of a robot learning to be alive. Pedro Pascal, as always, delivers charm and complexity. His character is both tough and deeply moving.
Is Rosm 7134.
Deploy. Acknowledge return command.
What are they saying?
They want me to come with them.
The creators are attentive to detail. They didn't forget that Roz has been speaking the animal language this entire time, and that animals don't understand human speech.
I am already home.
This is a wilderness.
And I am a wild robot.
Show me deer. Now skunk.
Behind you! Rosum.
Every event and skill from earlier in the film comes back during the final battle. Roz uses the abilities she learned from various animals: mole, skunk, opossum, and more.
The data you've amassed while on this island is priceless. You need everything inside that head of yours.
I want to keep my memories. Please, I want to keep my memories.
What happened was not your fault. I love you. Mom.
I love you too.
A plot twist. Roz's memory was erased. That should be impossible. We all know, if you wipe a disk, the data is gone for good. So how did Roz bypass that process?
Roz!
Vontra shot exactly at the wooden ankle, the symbol of Roz's wildness.
We will just keep coming until we have you.
I can't fly!
You don't need to.
You are who you choose to be.
Superman.
change the world forever.
Killing you is hard.
New form of intelligent life.
We are alive!
You dangerous new lunatic.
Can a robot write a symphony? Can you?
You win.
I have everything I need.
Roz sacrificed her heart for Bright Bill. Her heart.
You're in trouble, and you need my tree.
The setup with the tree finally paid off.
Take your memories. They'll take you.
Because I was listening with a different part of myself. That's where I keep me.
And here's the answer to how Roz managed to beat the system.
Processing that used to happen here, now coming more from here.
She had been talking about this feature throughout the whole film, and finally, the robot became human.
You're my friend, and I get lost, or he's hurt, or...
You can tell me.
And me.
You control.
Fink's journey ends. He truly finds new friends despite his fox nature. He too overcame his programming and became something more. The cinematographer is an absolute genius. Every camera shot, every angle is masterfully executed.
I will find my way home.
Where is she now?
Well, they needed her back where she came from.
Will she ever come home?
And Razum always completes its task.
I am Razum 7134.
But you can call me Roz.
The Wild Robot is truly a magical film, one of the best in recent years. It achieved something most films can't. Yes, it's not perfect, there are some logical gaps, flaws, and cliches. But this movie makes you feel alive. That's what absolute cinema is.
But you can call me Roz.